The Philistines had defeated Israel in battle and seized the Ark of the Covenant, the sacred chest that symbolized God's presence. They carried it triumphantly to Ashdod, placing it in the temple of their god Dagon as a trophy of war. But the victory soured immediately. The next morning, Dagon's statue lay face down before the ark. The morning after that, the statue was shattered, head and hands broken off. The Philistines began to whisper, "The God of Israel is fighting us." The people of Ashdod were suddenly afflicted with painful tumors or swellings in the groin. Panic spread. The city was thrown into chaos. To escape the curse, they sent the ark to Gath, but the plague followed. From Gath, they sent it to Ekron. The Ekronites cried out in horror, "They have brought the ark of the God of Israel to kill us." Everywhere the ark went, the same pattern followed. Tumors broke out on the people. Panic filled the streets. Death increased. Swarms of mice ravaged the land, destroying grain and worsening the suffering. The Philistines realized they were not dealing with a defeated God. They were dealing with a God who could not be contained. After 7 months of misery, the Philistine rulers gathered their priests and diviners. "What must we do with the ark of the Lord?" they asked. The priests answered with trembling wisdom, "Do not send it away empty. Give a guilt offering. Honor the God of Israel, and perhaps he will lift his hand from you." They recommended something symbolic, costly, and deeply humbling: 5 golden tumors and 5 golden maiswan for each of the 5 Philistine cities. The message was clear. We acknowledge the plague. We acknowledge the judgment. We acknowledge the God who sent it. To prove whether the plague was truly from Israel's God or just coincidence, the priests devised a test. They took a new cart, 2 cows that had never been yoked, cows separated from their calves. If the cows, driven by instinct, turned to their calves, the Philistines would know the plague was natural. But if the cows marched straight toward Israel, it would be undeniable that God himself was guiding them. They placed the ark on the cart, along with the golden offerings. The cows began to walk, not toward their calves, not wandering aimlessly. They walked straight toward Israel, lowing as they went, refusing to turn aside. Philistine rulers followed at a distance, watching in awe and fear. The cows arrived in Beth Shemesh, where Israelites were harvesting wheat. When they saw the ark, they rejoiced. They offered the cows as a sacrifice and placed the ark on a large stone. The Philistines watched from afar, knowing the test was complete. The plague had been from the God of Israel. Their offering had been accepted. The ark had returned home. This strange and vivid episode reveals several powerful truths. God defends his own honor, even when his people fail. No nation can capture or control God. He is not a trophy. God can humble the proud through unexpected means, even through sickness and mice. The Philistines recognized God's power before Israel did in this moment. The golden offerings symbolized confession, acknowledging the exact nature of the judgment. The story is not about humiliation for humor's sake. It is about the sovereignty of God over nations, idols, and human pride. The Philistines learned the hard way that God's presence is not something to be manipulated or claimed. It demands reverence. It brings blessing to the humble and judgment to the arrogant.